Hi guys, this is the Uconsole made by the company called Clockwork. It's a highly anticipated handheld. If you want to watch the full review, keep watching. Yes guys, so welcome to RGhandhelds. Today we're going to do a review on this new very cool handheld called the Uconsole. It was pre-ordered last year around about October, so it's been a while. It's been a while since I've been waiting for this device, but it's finally here. If you haven't already, you can watch my unboxing video. Just take a look at my channel and you'll see the unboxing video. And today we're taking a look at the actual full review of the device. Is it any good? Does it live up to it? What it's been told it's so good. So let's have a look and let's find out. So this is the actual device. I've totally assembled it. You can see it's the matte anodized black version, which is quite nice. This is the rear of the device. One thing I did notice, I had a few marks on mine. I have told them about it. They don't seem to be ink marks. I tried a rubber and take it off, but they don't come off. So see what they can do. But basically, I'm quite liking the device. It's very nice when you press the buttons. You can see they're quite high off this base here, but they have a nice satisfying click feel. Just listen. And even these and these, you have the cool little trackball. We all know the trackball from the BlackBerry days. You can see there, guys, it's perfectly fine for navigation. These act as your L and R mouse buttons, so that's a pretty cool thing as well. As you can see, I'll just press that there and it will take you straight into the menu. You have a load of games in here, which I really think is cool. If you check out what we have on here, so you can see there we got Cave Story, we got DOS emulator, we got a DOS staging app, we got Lyco 12, we got Love, we got Low Res NX, we got MAME arcade emulator if you want to get some games going, Mind Test, we got OpenTTD, Open Tyron, RetroArch, which is, I did check it out, it's kind of like an old build, and you got Tick 80. That's just some of the games on here, but guys, you got Image Viewer, you got T-MIDI, MIDI sequencer, and a VLC player for your videos, and obviously you use Chromium for your web browser. If you want to do some programming, you got this programming apps in here, Python and Greenie, I believe. Accessories, you got an archiver, calculator, file manager, an imager to make images, PDF viewer, a diagnostic for Raspberry Pi, SD card copier, task manager, and obviously the terminal, which is quite important. And you have a text editor. As for help sections, you got a bookshelf where you got books where you can read, and obviously this is a Debian build, so they have based the CM4 image on Debian, so you can obviously check out that. If we go to the terminal, and let's see if we can just type something in neo fetch, which will tell me what's actually on here. So you can see I've typed in neo fetch, and these are the actual details of the build in the device right here. So you can see it's a Debian Linux 11 Bullseye, what they've used as a base for the CM4 version, guys. It's a Raspberry Pi Compute Module 4. I have the revision 1, you can see. Kernel version is there. It's got a few other details. Resolution 1280 by 720. and it's running on the LXDE format. A few other things, you got terminal, monospace 15, you got the CPU build there with your gigahertz, and the memory of the Pi 4 CM4 is obviously 4 gigabytes. So you can see there, that is just some basic information, but so handy to have, you know, this terminal on here. I think it's a really nice device. I'm still getting to grips with, you know, actually using the device, but I'm getting there. I'm pretty new to Linux myself. I'm not an advanced user, as you would say, but let's take a look around the outside, guys. So you can see here, let's just focus in on that. One USB port here, which you can plug in like a keyboard and mouse. You got a Type-C. This is just a cover, guys. It's a dust cap, so nothing to worry about there. Let's get focus on this. There you go. Power Type-C. It's also got Micro-HDMI out. That's pretty cool. And your headphone jack right there. Down the other side, we have expansion port. In here, I've got a 4G module, which I haven't activated as of yet. I'm still waiting for a SIM card. But I will get round to doing it and see how the 4G it's not an out of the box experience for the 4G, unfortunately. They do have a web page where you can see how to actually activate the 4G module and try and get that going, and you can actually make VoIP calls or any kind of voice calls using the headphone slot into the 4G module right there. So that's something I really would like to try out, guys. But build quality, I think it's brilliant. It's got a really nice finish to the this is the matte black version, but I really do like it. And one thing I didn't like is how high these screws are. I think they could have used slightly more recessed bolts, flat-headed, you know, countersunk screws, or at least try to countersink them in. I know there's talks on the forum about guys wanting to order some new screws, which are actually got a flatter head to them. It's not that much bit. I mean, if we look here, you can see exactly how much it's lifted by there. It's probably the best we're going to get, guys. There you go. So not a big deal, but would have been nice if they were slightly recessed. D-pad is clicky as well. I mean, you're not going to play, you know, like big games on here. It's great for them platform games or, you know, simple platformers. I wouldn't recommend playing more advanced games on this kind of D-pad. What you could do is just plug in a D-pad and play it that way, guys. So another cool feature on here is the stand. So you can see the screw there acts as a stopper when you press it in, which I think is a pretty cool idea. And there you go. That is the stand. And I think the angle of the stand is really good. You know, you can type like this. They've really thought it out. And the screen angle is perfect as well. When you're typing like this, which is pretty cool. And the stand just sits back in there, just like that, and the screw keeps it there, stops it from flapping. You can see a nice their logo here, Clockwork. I just want to say thanks to Alex at Clockwork. He did acknowledge the missing core adapter in here, which he's already sent out to me. I did manage to buy one off eBay just to fill the gap so I can get this review done. And thanks to Pseudopants off eBay, who sent me that out, which I bought off him, just so I can get the review done, guys. So that was a good catch. I just about managed to find one on eBay, which I grabbed. So that was good. You got the logos here of the device, what it does, open source and so on. And obviously Clockwork, made by Uconsole. Now let's move over to the top here, guys. Let's get a focus on this. Struggling to focus on it. Just give me a sec. There you go. So this is the top of the device. There you go. You can see you got two antennas here. One is the Wi-Fi antenna and one is the 4G antenna, and they go down this hole here. One connects to the 4G antenna and one to the CM4 module itself, so they can use the external antenna. You do have to put a command line into the boot text to enable that, guys, if you want to use the external monitor. We've also got a power button here. You do have a black power button, or you can use a transparent one, which I have done here, so you can see the lights, which are pretty cool. But that's down to you. On your keyboard, when you pull it out the box, you'll see this funny tab. If you're wondering what that tab is, it's a power button. You need to cut that off, and you can either use that one or the one provided in the box. This is your micro SD card slot. One thing I did notice that I didn't like about the micro SD slot is it's really hard to pull out. So when you pop it out, you can't actually pull it out with your fingers. I have to get a pair of tweezers and slightly move it out. That's the only way I can get it out. So I don't know if they maybe put it a bit lower. Maybe they couldn't, but it's a bit of a struggle to get that SD card out. You'll soon find out yourselves when you finally get your hands on the device. As for backlight on the keyboard, yes, it does have backlight, guys. A lot of you asked if it has backlight. So it's simply FN and you press the space bar, and it's got two levels. I don't know if you can see because we're not in a dark room. If you look at the keys carefully, 1, 2, 1, 2. So they do light up. I mean, they do light up okay, not too bad. And that's off. So it's got two levels of backlight, enough for you know, in a dark room. Maybe you're in the bed and you want to, you know, do some typing. It's more than adequate for that. Enough lighting on number 2 to get around and do that. So this is the Debian OS that they've put on for you guys. That's the only image that is available that I know of for the CM4 at the moment, guys. So, but what I really want is a nice clean image of Ubuntu on here. So you can have multiple SD cards, I guess, where, you know, you got different distros on each SD card. And then just swap them out, you hot swap them. So that's a cool thing. We could just check out a game or something just to see how it works. Let's try the old classic cave story. You guys know this. Let's get straight into game. All the keys are mapped and ready to go. I was trying to get Doom going. I didn't get enough time to get it done, but I will be adding more stuff to here, guys, and I'll be doing more videos. This is just my first initial review. What I think about the Uconsole, I think it's a great little device. Anyone that likes doing a bit of tinkering, or maybe you want to do some programming, I think it's a great device for that purpose. I know there's a lot of advanced Linux users out there that will really enjoy this device. I certainly am enjoying the device with my time that I've had with it. I've had a day or two now with it, and I think it's very cool. So to escape, you press escape, you come back down and you just simply exit. It takes a while to flick back to the main home screen. First I thought, you know, I couldn't do anything here, it crashed or whatever, but you actually have to wait until it goes back to the home screen. It takes a few seconds, as you'll see in a minute. Quirks on the device, yes, there are a few quirks I've noticed, which I really hope they will fix in the next image for the CM4. It runs on the Raspberry Pi OS, and it's running on Debian, I believe. If we press escape again, it should go back to the main screen. I'm hoping it does anyway. It did last time. Battery wise, there you go. So battery wise, we're running on 15%, but I did fully charge it. Good news, you can actually charge the device. Just use any wall socket. I'd recommend using a decent one with a bit of amperage, guys. And you can charge the rechargeable batteries in the device. I did buy some rechargeable batteries prior to getting this quite a while ago. And these are the brands that I actually bought. 3,500 milliamp batteries, guys. I don't know if you can see there. Might be hard to... oh, there you go. 18650 batteries. Made by Kala. These were recommended to me. Highly recommended batteries to me. You know, so... and they have lasted me, I'd say, a good between 5 to 6 hours on the handheld. I think that's more than enough for CM4, and it doesn't take long to charge. So that's that. Obviously, I've been using this quite a bit, so my battery has gone down, and it's time to charge. Where were we? Quirks, right? So quirks are, if we go to terminal. I hope Clockwork actually fix this. The issue is if you do sudo apt update and then sudo apt upgrade. After that, you've done all that, it upgrades the OS and so on. What you'll find is when you reboot or you totally lose Wi-Fi, there is no Wi-Fi. There is a workaround. I've seen on the forum some guys have discovered a workaround, but you know, you shouldn't have to do that. But I guess that's all part of this device, is the learning curve, so we can't complain. But I really do hope they fix that in the next image. That's one quirk that I've come across. The other one, I think there was one more quirk. Trying to think what it was now. I have performed a keyboard update. I know they released a new firmware. That was it for the keyboard, which fixed a couple of issues on the keyboard. So I did do that. They do have a very nice instruction how to do that. You know, you can actually do it on the device. You don't have to use a PC. You can use a Ubuntu PC if you want to get that upgrade done, but I did it directly on here where I downloaded the file and done it all through terminal, and it updated to the new version of the keyboard. So that's pretty cool. I think the keyboard's really nice. It's got a nice feel to the buttons. You can see how high the buttons are lifted off here, but they have that lovely click feel. You can hear there. All of these are the same. Do I think this trackpad's good? Yeah, I think it really reminds me of the old BlackBerry days where, you know, I'd use something like this, a trackpad, which is really cool for navigation. So yeah, that's a bonus. I'm just trying to think of a couple other quirks on the OS that I really would like to get fixed. The main one was losing Wi-Fi doing an upgrade. Also, the RetroArch installed on here. I'd really like to use the newer RetroArch, where if you go to their website and download the, you know, the real proper GUI builds, that'd be nice to have on here rather than having an older RetroArch. So yes, and I like to see some Ubuntu images on the device. The rear of the device, you can see you have this section here. That's to house the batteries, guys. Obviously, you know the thickness of the batteries. They need to get them. That's why you have this bump here. A few may not like that, but actually when you hold it like this, it actually holds as a grip. I always grip my hands. And see the way I've got my hands here? So it acts as a grip as well. And that's why the device feels comfortable, because you're holding it like that, and it's perfect with the controls. You can type and do everything at the same time. So that's another bonus I really like on the device. Screen protector. You can probably see there in the corner, I've left my screen protector on when I built this device, so I don't actually have to buy one, because getting a screen protector for this screen at this size, you may struggle finding one. So for the moment, it's easily done by unscrewing this and you can peel it off again. So I'd recommend when you build it, guys, leave this protector on for now to save you scratching the screen, maybe, you know, until you get another replacement. Maybe there'll be a few out. And another thing I thought they could have done on here would have been nice is if they made a cover that goes over here, just magnetic, so it slips on and off like that, or clips on or something, so it covers this part. I just feel that there should be something here. I know the antennas are here, but maybe if it was plastic, it would still be good. So and it actually acts as a magnet, so it'll just stick on and off. Just an idea, guys. But overall, yes, I really do like the device. I think a lot of people will like it. Now, it comes in a few variations, guys. So a lot of you know that it comes in the rock chip variation, which I believe is the A06 processor. Out of stock at the moment, but if anyone was lucky enough to get them while they were available, they are roughly about the same kind of power as a CM4, running a bit higher in clock speed. I believe they run at 1.8 gigahertz, whereas CM4 stock defaults to 1.5, but you can easily overclock that to 1.8 as well, guys. They do give you thermal padding in the box, which I have put on, so you know it will take overclocking as well. I believe they have the R01 as well, which is the lowest out of all of them, which is I would just use that for basic functions, you know, web browsing and so. One thing that we did want to check out was web browsing. I guess we can show you. It's, you know, okay, but one thing I also want to make a note of is one of the quirks of the device is sometimes the Wi-Fi drops, and I'm not sure why. You know, it will say I don't have any network or something. There you go. So you can see there it does say it's connected. It's meant to be connected anyway. So vote, yeah, it says it's connected, but maybe it's my signal, but I have exchanged it to the external antenna. So this is a big quirk that they need to try and sort out. Sometimes it'll work, sometimes it doesn't. Maybe it'll work this time now. Let's see. A bit slow. I have tried changing to internal antenna and external, and I have had a good response. If I sit close to the router, it's a bit better, but you can see how slow that. I'm trying to load my website up here, and you can see it's struggling a bit with the Wi-Fi. Like I say, maybe because I'm not too close to my router, but I'm running on external antenna here, so you know it shouldn't be too bad. There you go. I have had it loaded up a lot faster than this when I'm by the router, guys. There you go, it's still loading my website up. RGhandhelds. Quite intensive. Nope, still not loaded the pictures up. Still loading. So it seems to be struggling on Wi-Fi, and the 4G is a bit temperamental as well. So I really hope they can get this fixed. because it's quite important that we can at least browse the internet at a decent speed, and try and make the external antenna the default one, you know, so we can get a better signal. But that's web browsing basically, guys. It's going to be hit or miss depending on your router and, you know, your setup. So that's that, and that is the Uconsole, guys. My last thoughts of the device. I think I'm gonna have fun with it. I really have enjoyed using it over these past few days. I plan to have a few things I want to install on it yet, but what I'm really waiting for is a nice clean build of Ubuntu for it, because that's what I'll end up probably using most of the time, is a nice latest Ubuntu on it. If someone, I know someone will get it working, or maybe they might post it themselves, you know, and get it done. To shut down, guys, you just simply log out and hit shut down. It will shut down, and there you go, we are off. So that's it, guys. I'm going to leave it there for the Uconsole. I really hope you enjoyed watching the video. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and we will see you soon.